Hello everyone, Crafty Carl here. Okay, today's tutorial is going to be about putting together these Christmas Eve boxes. These boxes I got from the works and they come with wee hinges and whatnot, so I've went on ahead and removed those and at the back as well. So first things first, we'll go on ahead and we'll do the top. Now I went on ahead again, you'll know from my previous tutorials and decoupage, I do my own designs. So this one is going to be Mummy's Christmas Eve box. I've had a request for that. And basically these are the front and the back and then the sides as well. So I've just created designs for all the way around the box. I will be uploading designs for children, and you can personalize them with the child's name, etc., or whatever text that you want to put on it. So if you have got other boxes, that's fine, but I can print up to this one here is 25 by 20 by 10. So that's as far as I can go, obviously with my A4 printer. So just be careful whenever you're purchasing larger boxes. You'll have to paint them or do other things with it. You won't be able to do, you know, obviously these type of designs. But anyway, give me a shout if you want anything personalised after watching this tutorial. And please jump over to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe. It would be nice to get a few more followers on there. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go on ahead with the famous Mod Podge and my roller, and we're going to actually put on a good bit of Mod Podge onto this, because I find with the pine, rather than the pine wood rather than the MDF, the pine soaks it up a wee bit more. But with these boxes being so cheap, they're only £4 out of the works. I think they have a sale on at the minute as well, which I missed out on because I'd already purchased these last year. Is it 3 for £10? And then if you spend over, is it £20, you get free delivery, or is it £25? So unless you've got cheap ones elsewhere, it's up to yourself. But anyway, I'm rambling on again. We're going on ahead and we're just smoothing out this Mod Podge. As I say, give yourself a good generous coating in this pine. Smooth this on. There we are. And we'll get ready to put on the top design. So position it and center it. And if you've got previous designs from me, you know I always allow a little extra for trimming. So there we go. Just smooth it out. Okay. Right, and then at the other side, what we're going to do is trim off the edges. And if you find that you want to smooth it out with a wee emery board, you can as well. Depends if you want sort of a neat finish or just rough up the edges a wee bit, depending on what type of box you're doing, a vintage one or whatever, and you want to have that distressed look at the edges. What you would do is just get your wee emery board and you would just, as I say, rough it up a wee bit there at the edges. But we'll not do that with this one. Stick a wee bit down. There we go. So there we are. We'll allow that to dry. I'll be back in what, about 10 minutes? Well, my 10 minutes won't be your 10 minutes. I'll just keep playing. Okay, it's dry now. We can go on. I just don't like working with it if the edges are a bit damp, because we need to put it on top of the box here now to be able to do the front and back and the sides. So there we go. What we're going to do is put it on its side now, and we're going to do the front, and you can see the front here where the wee hinges was, where the hooks that I've taken off. So I'm going to grab one of my designs, and then we're going to get the Mod Podge now and keep them both here tight together. And I'll show you what I do to get a tidy finish. You've got one complete look here at the front, so whenever you open up the box you can actually see that the pattern is running on from the top to the bottom, you know, obviously the opening of the box. So that's that. So make sure that it's even and it's lined up correctly. You see? Right, and then we're going to put our design over the top. And with this one here, I make sure that I have it cut exactly to meet the top of the page, or sorry, the top of the lid, because I don't really want to trim the top. So, because it's so close to obviously what I've just done. And what you can do as well, whenever you're pressing down, you can see where the wee screws are, and it's difficult to find them whenever it's dry. So what I do is get a wee pin or something, or a wee nail, and I pierce the wee hole there where they were, to allow easy access for me later whenever I'm trying to put it back together again. So we'll just go on ahead now and we'll trim that, or sorry, smooth that down. That's that. Doesn't take much. And what we're doing now is, do you see as I go up and down there with my finger, I can feel the edge of the lid opening. And what I'm going to do is run the craft knife down, and this is how we're going to get a nice tidy finish. So right down, easy, take your time. Sharp craft knife will do the job for you. Just glide it over the rim, and you can see here, if you prise it apart now, there we go, nice tidy finish. Look at that. Okay, so I'll let that one sit there for a wee minute and I'll continue smoothing out here. Let's see, just a few wee ridges here where I've been working. That's okay. The flat of my finger I'm just smoothing out, and you can see there that it's working out great. Try not to push down too hard, because you don't want your paper, remember this paper is only 75 grams and you don't want the paper to rip on you. There we go, I'm happy with that. And then turn it up and start your trimming then with your craft knife. Move this out of the way for a moment. So I'll just run the craft knife down here at the edge and there. And there's the tiniest wee bit overlapping here where the lid comes down, because I tried to get that as close as what I could. And don't, as I say, don't overwork it, because what will happen is then that you'll just leave it all rough and you'll lift your paper. Okay, so that's that one done. And we'll do the same now to this one here, if there's any edge in here. There we go, we'll not rub too much because we don't want to as I say, lift the paper. So you can see here the front, and there's the aging, and there's the other aging that matches. So we've now done the front. So let's go over to the back, and we're doing the exact same thing again. Okay, line it up, get your Mod Podge, and do the exact same thing in the back that you've just done to the front. And at the same time, be careful, because that will still be a wee bit wet in the front there that we're working down against, so don't push down too much on it. Okay, so now we're going to get the back one, the exact same. I do the design the same as the front, so I'm going to put this on as straight as I possibly can, so it means I'm not cutting at the top aging. Okay, and we're going to smooth down that ridge again, and we're going to push down where, I'll just smooth the rest of this down first, don't get no bubbles. So first thing I do is search for my wee screw points here and pierce my holes. I'll not let you make my mistakes. Whenever I first started doing these boxes in this way, it was quite difficult. I didn't do that. I thought, oh goodness, where's going to put my screws in here? So this is why I do this straight away now, because you can see the outline of the screws. Okay, right, that's that. Push down. The ridge now, we're going to cut along the ridge here. So as slowly and as carefully as you can, just go down onto that ridge that you've pushed down with your fingers. Carefully, slowly, just let it glide. You can feel the timber in below. And there we go. That's it, come away. All nice and tidy. See? So we'll put that aside for a moment. We'll trim off our edges. Just a tiny bit here at the front, so we'll be very careful. And a wee bit there at the side. Okay, and then get your wee emery board and tidy it up. You'll see a couple of maybe wee bits. Oh, there's a wee bit come off there, so just pat it down. That'll be grand whenever you get your glitter on as well. So that's that, nice and tidy. And on the other side, trim off your edges. Excess glue, wipe it off. And that's nice and tidy, that one. Just a wee bit there. Okay, so that's that. You can see that done now as well. Nice and tidy. So we're going to go on now to the sides. Again, just treat it carefully because it's still dry in there. So we'll just treat it with care for the time being. And the sides. And the sides is great because you don't have to worry about the wee the wee hinges and the wee hook things at the front and the back. So there's no wee screw points here at the sides. So this will be faster. Okay. And again, here we are. We line it up to the top, center it off as best as you can. Make sure it's lined up. There we go. Alright, and press down on your ledge. You see? And with your knife, the exact same thing again. Carefully go along, push against the wood behind, you can feel it. And there you go. That's it separated. Put that aside. Trim. Trim. Wipe off excess glue. Okay, look at your edges. Are you happy? Does it need any trimming? Okay, put that aside, and then the next bit, whoops, trim. Smooth it out. Check your edges. Okay, now all we have now is one side left. Okay. And glue. Okay, and our last side, centered, place it at the top. Oh, I never cut this one, hang on. It's better to trim just the top off, doesn't matter about the sides, because we want to get it as close to the top as we can, because we don't really want to, as I say, interfere with the top of the lid, because it's still drying up there, so you don't want to push against the paper. Okay, smooth flat, push down against your ridge to get that line ready for the craft knife. Okay, there we are. Carefully run across again that wee ridge. Very, very carefully. Take your time, push against the wood. That's your guideline, is the wood. Okay, and then very carefully ease it apart. And it'll come away easy. Okay, trim. Wipe off excess glue. There we are. Check your edges. No, that one's perfect. And the next one. Trim off your edges. There we go. Wipe off excess glue. Check your edges. Yep, that's a nice finish as well. Okay, so there we go. We have now completed the entire box. What time are we? 20 minutes, okay, from start to finish. That's not too bad. Now what we're going to do now is be very, very good. We're going to leave this alone now. You see how gorgeous is that? We're going to leave this to fully dry for at least half an hour. If you have other jobs, you can come back to it in an hour's time. But I'll pause the video here now, and then I'll come back. That's me back again, people. Okay, I've went on ahead and give that one wee coat on top. These are all familiar anyway with being very careful on your first coat, and just put it on very, very, very lightly. So we just need to seal in that paper and all those colours, and by doing that we're just going to give a wee light coat all the way around the edges, etc. So go use on ahead and do that, and I'm going to come back whenever I've this finished and it's dried, and then I'm going to apply the Mod Podge glitter. Okay, so see you shortly. Okay everyone, now we're going to go, oh sorry, I'll show you this first. That's it all sealed. I'll give it a couple of coats there all the way around. So we're just going to go in now and give it, since Christmas, we're going to give it a wee bit of glitter. Now the thing about the Mod Podge glitter is you don't need very much. So the slightest wee bit, and we're just going to do the same method. Dab it over, and look, can you see the glitter appearing already? That's amazing. I love this here. And just put it down to get an even coat here. Then you can see the glitter coming up here. If you've seen my other tutorials, you'll see the glitter, the way it forms on. Can you just see that? Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that, the light on up there. Okay, so I'm going to go on ahead now and finish this here. You don't need really me for anything else. I'll put a finished photograph up whenever I have it all glittered and it's dried, and the wee hinges and everything back on again. As I say, give me a shout if I can help you with any designs, any personalised designs. I will be putting a few up on Facebook within the next couple of days. I have a few there already done, but I've more designs started. I just haven't finished them yet. So yes, I'll put up a photograph whenever I'm finished here. Have fun creating them. It is very enjoyable. So okay, and share it on with other people, obviously, if they're struggling as well to put them together. It's always nice to help fellow crafters. Okay then, see you in the next tutorial. Bye.